Your singleness is a gift from God, not a curse. After waiting long enough, a lot of people start to feel like their singleness is actually a curse. That's in part because doing life alone can be hard, but also because sometimes when you look around and everyone else is married or has a relationship, you can start to feel like, why am I the odd one out? And society, whether that be aunts and uncles, your workplace, even your church, will start to almost push you to the side. And therefore, the overwhelming feeling is that my single state is a bad thing. But God never refers to singleness as a curse, as a bad thing. In fact, the opposite, he refers to it as a blessing. And God never uses a single state to punish anyone directly. So here are 3 reasons that have helped me learn that singleness is a gift. Number 1, singleness is actually the heavenly state. You see, Jesus says in Matthew and in Luke, in the resurrection, they will not marry, nor will there be any marriage, i.e., in the age to come, there will be no marriage between people. We will all be married to Christ. We'll all be in a single state. So the period of singleness that you're experiencing now, whether that's 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, I don't know, however long, but that period of singleness actually mirrors the age that is to come. And therefore, you need to stop looking at marriage as if marriage is heaven on earth. The fact that singleness is the future state, is the age to come, is the heavenly state, should give you reassurance that singleness in itself is not a bad thing, that God has a specific desire for singleness. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying marriage is a bad thing. Marriage is a very good thing, but singleness is a gift and marriage is a gift. You might say, yeah, but that's in heaven, that's in the future where there's no problems. In this world, there are problems, and 2 are better than 1. That is true. But here's the second reason why I still say it's a gift. Jesus and Paul were both single. They knew acutely the struggles of being single, which can include maybe being lonely. It can include no longer receiving invitations for things because people want to do things as married couples. It can be tough, but Jesus and Paul, in their singleness, in their experience, still regarded their lives, their single lives, as joyful, purposeful, worthwhile as any other life. You see, in Corinthians, Paul says, I wish you were as I am, but God gives each person their own gift. So number 1, Paul recognizes that his singleness is a gift from God because he calls it a gift. But also you can see that Paul genuinely enjoyed his life because he said, I wish you could experience what I'm experiencing. In his singleness, Paul was supposed to get such proximity to God, build such a relationship with him. He considered his life so rich and so worth living. In fact, a lot of people refer to Paul as the apostle of joy because of how much joy he had when he wrote his letters. Jesus himself also affirms that it is a genuine and worthwhile way of life in Matthew. He says to whoever can be single, and devote their life to the kingdom of God, then do it. Notice he says can. By saying can, we know that God will never force it upon you, right? He's never going to force a lifelong singleness upon you. That's not something that you want, if that's not something that you can do. But in that can, he is recognizing that there are people who genuinely are able to live a rich and fulfilling life single. And to those people, Jesus says, do it. It's so worth doing. So don't assume that everyone who is single wants marriage. Jesus himself says there are those who can and should live this single life. It is a good thing. Don't assume that when you see someone who's single, that is a bad thing or that they haven't chosen that. My third reason is simple. If we believe that God is a good God, if we believe that this good God gives good gifts, then we have to acknowledge that there is a gift of singleness that is good, and there is a gift of marriage that is good. It is us who corrupt these good gifts and make them seem like curses when it was never designed to be.